So part 3 of following my journey to get a 10% net yield property in Dubai Silicon Oasis. So I've looked at a lot of studios that's currently listed at around 300 to 350,000 dirhams. I've just only looked at, the location itself, the amenities nearby and the accessibility to have a rough gauge on how attractive that place would look like and be for potential tenants. I'll be going in person this weekend to check out the locations itself, just so that I can confirm my hypotheses and my biases before I make the right decision. So here's a snippet of what I've researched so far. So these are the 4 properties that kind of come up in the listings that I'm seeing on Beirut and Property Finder nowadays. I have Links Residence, Silicon Gates 4, Silicon Gates 2 and Arabian Gate. So for me, Links Tower is quite interesting because it's a very short walk to the Silicon Central Mall. I think this estimation is a bit overestimated. So I think, this location in itself is actually going to be very, very interesting and very, very tenant friendly due to the proximity to the Central Mall. The second is Silicon Gate 4. I think similarly, it's also a very short 11-minute walk to the Silicon Central Mall, which I believe, during winter times where it's bearable to walk, actually it's a very big plus point for tenants here. Silicon Gates 2 is a bit on the other side of Silicon Oasis. I think the plus point here is actually very near Souk Extra, which you kind of zoom in further. There's actually a lot of different amenities and restaurants, which I think is kind of like a little mall in itself. So I don't think the walk is 15 minutes. I'll check it out. I think given that it's only a kind of street away, maybe it's a lot faster. But I think, you have Carrefour, you have Emirates MBD, you have a few restaurants, so on and so forth. So pretty exciting and pretty accessible as well. So the last one is Arabian Gate. I think what I like about this property location is that it's very accessible to the Sheikh Zayed bin Hamdan Highway, which then gets you to the center of Dubai, Business Bay, for example, in kind of like 15 to 20 minutes, which I think is also saves a lot in case you are kind of working in this area. And this is really, really accessible, and I think a lot of my team members at work actually lives here. I also hear from a fact that this building is still quite new, compared to the rest of the Silicon Oasis building, so I think that's also another plus point. The last one that comes out a lot on the listings is Palace Tower 2. Personally, I am not too enthusiastic about it for now because it's not near the metro station, which is here. It's not near the exit of the highway, which is here. It's not near the Silicon Central Mall, which is here. And it's also not near the souk, which is here. So from a location perspective, I'm still not yet convinced, but I hope that my visit on Saturday would help clarify or disprove some of my theories. So maybe it's a building that I could pursue given its availability of listings there. So hope this helps in terms of how I'm thinking about it, and I'll share more information as I learn more. Thank you.